There's an electricity in this building.
We take what we want.
Click. Oh, click.
Welcome to OVW.
Hope you're ready for some fireworks. For Independence Rage, Sit for One Fall is for the OVW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first your challengers from Miami Beach, Florida, Truth Magnum, Turbo Floyd, the Outrunners. And their opponents, they are the OVW Tag Team Champions, the team of Big Beef, Gnarls Garvin, Big Zoe, the Destroyers.
Unstoppable force meets immovable object in this OVW Tag Team match.
Yeah, these Tag Team Championships on the line. The Outrunners looking to regain what they lost to the Destroyers.
And you saw over the last month or so the intense training that they have been going through, they being the Outrunners, with the Machine, the OVW original Doug Basham. They are stoked and they are ready for tonight.
Outrunners went under a series of unorthodox training methods with Grease Lightning the Chicken. We can't forget about Sifu Sam and their ninjutsu training. The Outrunners have run the gamut, but are they ready for the Destroyers? I mean, is anyone ready for these two kaijus of men?
Did you say Seafood Sam?
Sifu, S-I-F-U.
All right.
It's a ninja thing. It's a Chinese word for teacher, Josh. I'm cultured, so I understand that. But look, speaking of culture, look at this. Look at that crane stance from Truth Magnum. Oh! Taking Beef off his feet.
Front kick to Beef right into his sternum, sends him down to the mat.
You see that training by not only the Machine Doug Basham, but Sifu Sam as well, already paying off. And again.
The quickness of Truth Magnum really has Big Beef off his game right now. And guys, normally by this point, the Destroyers are ripping someone in half.
Well, hang on now. Turbo Floyd with a judo chop right to the arm.
The Outrunners just really coming alive, and we have not seen them in action for damn near a month.
Well, and Big Zoe tagging in now in the beast mode beast in there.
I don't think Gnarls Garvin knew what to expect in there with these new and improved Outrunners.
Oh!
Hard slap across the mouth from Zoe.
Big Zoe not respecting all the efforts, all the training the Outrunners went through. And look at Turbo Floyd trying to lift Big Zoe up.
Trying to get the big man off of his feet here. Turbo tries, but Zoe with a shot to the midsection. Now Zoe with a big scoop and a slam of his own.
Third time, not a charm, definitely, but then a huge slam there by one half of the OVW Tag Team Champions.
Big Zoe just so powerful, so intense.
Remember your training.
Truth telling Turbo, remember your training, trying to get him focused, trying to get back on the same page. And hold on, where'd that headband come from?
I think it might have come from Seafood Jones.
What is it? Is he blindfolded himself?
Was he? Why? This is a Tag Team Championship match. You're gonna blindfold yourself?
What is going on? Turbo Floyd in this OVW Tag Team Championship match.
Hold on.
It's got to be the training of Doug Basham and Sifu Sam.
Well, hang on now, catching both of Zoe's hands.
Catching flies, brilliant. Oh!
Turbo showing the Outrunners may have just gotten their groove back in their absence.
You know, I saw an extra video of them catching flies with chopsticks while blindfolded.
Double back elbow.
Zoe, much bigger than a fly, obviously, but right now the Outrunners having their way with them.
Impeccable balance here by the Outrunners.
What is this, flamingo style?
Whatever it is, it's been effective. The Outrunners bow into each other. Hold on. Sifu Sam! That's Sifu Sam! What? Sifu Sam here admiring his handiwork with the Outrunners. Isn't enough to get him back that OVW Tag Team Championship?
You know that's only going to add to the motivation for the Outrunners to have their sensei out here with them.
Are you kidding me?
Guys, I don't know if we've seen the Destroyers in this much trouble since they've become a unit.
Hold on, what are they going to do here?
They got him up! Oh, Zoe fighting out of it, though, almost getting a lariat on the way down.
Turbo goes down. An elbow right to the top of the head and a chop.
I mean, Zoe is a big, big guy. Up, Turbo insisting we're going to do it again.
Now, hold on. Shoot now, the Turbo been tagged in, the legal man Turbo. Got big aspirations, got Big Zoe up, Big Zoe down!
Scoop and a slam on Zoe!
The Outrunners are in control, guys. They may be inching closer to those OVW Tag Team Championships.
I don't know if Zoe has ever been through anything like that
Big Beef dropped. Be kind, rewind, and get dropped. Big Beef. Hold on.
Hold on, where the hell are you going?
Where the hell is Josh Ashcraft going?
What? Hey, what are you doing?
Ashcraft.
Josh!
Slapping on Beef here in the... What the hell is Josh saying to Big Beef?
What the hell is this? I got you.
What is he?
What the hell does that mean?
Josh, we know he's had a relationship with both Big Zoe and Beef here. It looks like he's leading him on, coaching him on. Hold on.
What in
that
what the hell is he doing?
That chain that's won 1,000 championships. What the hell? And Big Zoe precariously up there with the Outrunners.
What in the hell is going on?
Oh, Big Beef just hit Turbo, Truth, with that chain. And Turbo taking off the top rope. What the hell is Ashcraft doing? What the hell is going on? And Zoe just down on Truth. What the hell just happened?
Your winners and still OVW Tag Team Champions, the Destroyers.
We're left with a lot of questions here, but one thing answered. The Destroyers walking out of here, OVW Tag Team Champions.
Is Ashcraft siding with the Destroyers? Look at the look on the face of the East End villain.
The East End villain, manager extraordinaire, and legend here. Are these his Destroyers now? And have Big Beef and Big Zoe ever been more dangerous than they are right now?
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info@ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town. Now, the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson.
There's no need for this.
It's a damn mugging. The gang is out here laying the boots to Isaiah and Crixus.
The faction once more out here in the ring, laying waste to everyone in their way.
That was the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson. We go for the money, all of the money.
The following contest is the first match in the Soul Survivor Tournament. Introducing first, representing the faction. He is from India, the Indian Lion, Mahabali Shera.
Mahabali Shera, your OVW heavyweight champion, getting quite the cold reception from Davis Arena here, but Josh Ascraft coming back to the desk. And
What are you
you
saying?
gonna want us? You just cost the Outlaws OVW Tag Team Championship to you. What?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Mahabali Shera, though, out here for the first of these 5 Soul Survivor qualifying matches. Don't look at me like that.
The first of 5 matches.
And his opponent from Thunder Island, Mr. Juicy Luscious Lawrence.
So as I was saying before I was so rudely disrupted by the ring announcer, the first of 5 matches to determine who will main event. The winners of each match to team up for the Soul Survivor match tonight.
And that's the thing. It's unpredictable. It's going to be a 5-man match. Josh, we're going to find out about these series of matches. Who's going to be in that match? It could be 3 members of the faction versus 2 members of the OVW roster, 4 members of the OVW roster versus 1 faction member.
Oh, that would be great.
It could be 5 versus nothing. The faction could do a clean sweep and just cruise through the main event, maybe sell some wares, come out, sell some gear, do some signings, do some 8x10s.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? You just interrupted our first match. I don't want to hear from either of you.
I don't know what you're talking about once again, but Mahabali Shera tries to launch into Luscious, and Luscious cuts him off.
Luscious Lawrence coming out here in new gear, hopefully a new attitude, new outlook. He's in there with the OVW heavyweight champion. Huge opportunity for Luscious Lawrence.
Purple is the color of royalty, but across from Luscious Lawrence is the king of the jungle, of the faction, and of all of OVW, Mahabali Shera.
Now, Lawrence could not be a more fitting opponent for Shera. 2 weeks ago, Al Snow had Shera running the gauntlet, put him in a series of OVW heavyweight championship matches.
I have written a letter to Al. I don't know if he can read, but if he can, he knows. It was very tersely worded.
I know that's a lie because you can't write. Now, here we go. Luscious Lawrence, though, was in that gauntlet. And then the very next week, as a show of power, a show of revenge, the faction came out and laid waste to every member that challenged here for the OVW Heavyweight Championship that week.
Speaking of laying waste, he's laying his waste, so to speak, into Mahabali Shera. You see what I did there?
Posterior-based offense of Luscious Lawrence. Oh, there was a... Just grabbed that man by his nipples?
It's an innovative, unorthodox offense of Luscious
It'll
Lawrence.
take you off your game, that's for damn sure.
That it does, but hang on now. Shera in a bad way, about to see eye to eye, so to speak. No.
Ooh, taken out. Luscious Lawrence on the apron there.
Right hand, by God.
Shera swinging lunchboxes at Lush Lawrence, fighting him right back.
Now, Josh, I'm not ignoring it, but we are going to discuss what happened earlier later.
Discuss what?
Luscious Lawrence off the top rope. It looks like big axe handle with Shera.
But Mahabali Shera still on his feet.
Not even off his feet. Even though Luscious Lawrence, guys, he's a huge man. That is all that weight coming down. Oh, Shera caught him.
Shera now has a hold of Luscious by the throat. He's got him goozled.
Luscious Lawrence in trouble here, but look at him fighting now. Doesn't want to take that choke slam.
Knee to the midsection now. Oh, Shera cuts him off with that short kick to the stomach. Has him by the throat yet again. Big choke slam out of Mahabali Shera.
Nearly drove him through the ring. Is that going to be enough? Mahabali Shera perhaps foolishly not going for a pin.
Saw some choice words there from Shera before the choke slam, trying to get that mental, psychological advantage over Luscious Lawrence.
Shera known for his choice words.
And right now, Shera choosing to close in on Luscious Lawrence. Hold on, tight shot right to the ribs.
What
kidneys.
A thud. That's right in the kidneys, man. He'll take the wind completely out of you, Brian.
And I have it on a good source. He has huge kidneys.
Luscious Lawrence being brought down to his knees. And guys, Luscious Lawrence known for that big energy he brings to the ring, but right now having it all taken out of him, all the juice squeezed, so to speak.
Also known for being on his knees, but usually under his own discretion.
Right now, Luscious Lawrence having the life squeezed out of him. by Shera, middle of the ring. And going back to those kidneys, Josh.
Now just trying to take all of the air away. Every time Luscious draws a breath, exhales, Shera squeezing tighter, compressing those lungs.
Literally why they named a boa constrictor constrictor, because it constricts. And right now, Shera might be sneaking closer to a win.
I'm sorry, it was, come on.
It was science, not wizardry, Steven. Get your act together.
Luscious Lawrence now going limp in the grip of Mahabali Shera. Referee checks that hand yet again. If it goes down a third time, it's over, but no! Luscious able to get that arm up.
Feeding off the energy of the crowd here at Davis Arena.
Luscious pulling some energy from that big juicy ether. Now, kick to the midsection. Guys, he realizes he's in there with the OVW heavyweight champion. Not only that, he's got a score to settle.
But Mahabali Shera now fired up. But here comes Luscious taking down the Indian Lion with a series of clotheslines.
Luscious Lawrence coming out dripping with that BDE, that Big Daddy energy. And the juice might be inching close to the main event of Independence Rage tonight.
Sweet Daddy Luscious looking to put an end on this huge famouser.
Beautiful famouser from Luscious Lawrence. This crowd coming alive. They wanted to go to Booty Island.
Don't we all?
And hold on. Oh. Luscious, hold on. Going for that one night stand power slam.
How in the hell?
Look at the power, but no. Shera slides out.
Sky high.
Luscious lands hard. That's it.
Your winner, advancing in the Soul Survivor Tournament, Mahabali Shera.
The faction has Shera punch his ticket to the main event. Who will join him in this Soul Survivor Tournament?
Will it be a clean sweep?
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word.
Huh.
Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Now, the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week.
Once again, the faction ruining yet another great main event on OVW TV.
Finally, here we go. The locker room emptying out, coming out to save.
They're Isaiah throwing shots at anything that moves. Crixus says a kendo stick.
There's just fights happening all over the place here, guys.
That was the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week. It's love in your mouth.
The following contest set for one fall is in the Soul Survivor Tournament. Introducing first, representing the faction. He is the attraction of the faction, EC3.
OVW fans not appreciating the faction's leader, EC3, your NWA North American champion.
The man who calls himself the leader of the faction, the greatest national heavyweight champion. There's no doubt the EC3, one of the most accomplished men to come to the Hallett Halls of Davis Arena, though.
Well, EC3, many people don't know this. It's not his first stint in OVW, but what a choice for OVW here.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, Elusive Eric Torkstor.
Folks, for this Soul Survivor tournament, these opponents for the faction have been randomly drawn and assigned. Eric Darkstorm coming out now to face EC3. Now, guys, I talked to Darkstorm earlier tonight because we're very good friends. He and I roll in the streets together all the time, and he told me he's never been more ready for a match in his life. He's ready to show he can hang with the likes of EC3 in that main event roster.
He may have said that to him after you asked him if you could bother him for a moment of his time, but running the streets with Elu?
We hit the 50s in those low-lows, me and Darkstorm, but you guys don't need to know about that. There's no time to talk about that right now. Soul Survivor tournament matchup here.
No, you got that completely wrong, but EC3 now, a man who has world traveled, taking on another man who has traveled all around in the business of professional wrestling.
The wrestling experience we have inside of this ring right now between these two men is more than you'll see in damn near any match in all of professional wrestling.
Let's call this what this is. This is OVW versus the faction.
Thank you.
And while Eric Darkstorm may not be popular with a lot of the fans, while he might not be popular with a lot of the roster, he upholds what OVW believes in, and he does not want to see the faction continue to run roughshod over it.
The faction also believes in what's best for OVW.
Big shoulder block there from EC3.
It just so happens that the best thing for OVW is the faction.
And we'll see about that. We'll also see who makes it to the main event in this Soul Survivor tournament. The faction already up with one. Got Shira in that main event.
Now, we have seen Eric Darkstorm be one of the most ruthless competitors inside of the squared circle here at OVW.
Not only that, we've seen Darkstorm be a multi-time OVW Tag Team Champion, knows how to be part of a team, knows how to work as part of a unit.
But Eric Darkstorm also understands at this moment for him, this matchup against EC3, it's not about teamwork. It's about showing up, showing out, and showing the world what you're capable of.
And for EC3, a man who calls himself the leader of the faction, you can't think he wants to get a loss here and cause this team to go in at a little bit with anything less than a clean sweep. And he definitely doesn't want to be the weak link.
EC3 looking to control this match. EC3 all about controlling your narrative, controlling everything within the world of professional wrestling.
And here's the thing, guys, with EC3, he's said it many a time, the reason he's in the faction, the reason he's in OVW,
the faction,
he wants to influence the future. He wants his thumb on the future of professional wrestling. He knows to do that, you have to start at the beginning. You have to get your hands on the greats while they're young. Oh, and Darkstorm, one of those greats, one of those young competitors.
Side headlock takeover there, and Darkstorm showing some great technical wrestling.
Josh, you mentioned earlier, Darkstorm might not have too much of the fans behind him, but I would beg to differ. Lately, he has grown on this OVW faithful, and week after week, it seems like the reaction's getting louder.
Ooh, big shoulder block. And both these guys kind of feeling each other out. Neither one wanting to make a mistake, trying to find that sense of balance. Looks like Darkstorm has found a way into an open door here.
Darkstorm once again going back to the basics, taking EC3 down. You know, wherever the head goes, the body follows. The easiest way to take a man down to the canvas and really start grinding on that neck.
As we had mentioned throughout the night, all of these matches up until the main event of the second hour all have ramifications beyond just who wins and who loses. The winner goes on to team with either another member of the faction or another member of OVW.
Oh, big cross body. Darkstorm going for all of it. Big drop kick there. Guys, first time these two have faced off, and the stakes could not be any higher. An opportunity, the main event to represent your team. Darkstorm sent flying.
Darkstorm just flung down to the floor. His body, his head hit the edge of the ring apron, I think, and he's down.
Darkstorm in trouble now, and EC3 smelling blood in the water and capitalizing, getting Darkstorm immediately.
I mean, he went down with full velocity.
Oh, what a clubbing right hand.
EC3 doesn't do anything less than 110%, capitalizing now.
And look at EC3 now, capitalizing on prone Darkstorm. Darkstorm took a hard fall, and he's having issues now trying to protect himself.
Again, clubbing blows to the chest and throat from EC3. You know, if he's not careful, might crush his larynx there. And that would be detrimental, not only to the career, the livelihood of elusive Eric Darkstorm, but also his musical career.
Darkstorm not being very elusive right now. EC3 might as well be glued to Darkstorm because he's not letting him get an inch to breathe and continuing to apply the pressure.
I mean, as far as his music career goes, it already kind of sounds like his voice is jacked anyway, so what's a little more?
When he hears that, he's going to beat you up, and I'm going to be here for it.
I figure he'd take it as a compliment.
But regardless, EC3 now stalking Eric Darkstorm.
Darkstorm in trouble. You got to think EC3, though, he's taking a little bit of too much time. You don't want to sleep on Derek Darkstorm. Big scoop slam there.
And you talk about people wanting to come out and beat me up. I think the Outrunners might want to come and beat up a certain member of this desk right now.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
He's not going to acknowledge it. The man's playing whatever. It's fine.
Play coy.
EC3 middle of the ring here. Got that sleeper hold locked in on Eric Darkstorm.
Darkstorm now manages to swivel his hips, trying to get himself back to a vertical base. Manages to do that, but EC3 again trying to stay in control here. That waist lock.
And Darkstorm finally getting a little distance. Oh, hold on, EC3 pulling him back. Darkstorm goes back to that with that elbow. Ooh!
What a wheel kick, wiping out EC3. Darkstorm goes for the super kick, but it gets it blocked. Back fist, and there's that super kick.
Right to the teeth.
Beautiful super kick, and Darkstorm coming back alive here. Oh, hold on. Darkstorm, oh, sweeps his leg, look at that. This crowd coming alive supporting Darkstorm. They want to see him going to the main event in this Soul Survivor tournament.
Darkstorm rolls through into an enziguri.
Rolling enziguri, EC3 out on his feet, or was anyways.
EC3 down in a precarious situation, and look at Darkstorm. Ooh.
Just scraping, washing his shoes with the face of EC3.
You got to keep those Nikes clean. I do understand that, but not on the face of EC3.
Just disrespecting the attraction. I mean, you know what, guys? After all the disrespect they've heard of the OVW locker room.
Hang on, Ducks the Shining Wizard.
Oh, what?
Wait a second. EC3 intentionally flinging the foot of Darkstorm into his own groin.
As a result of a disqualification, EC3.
How nefarious.
He did it himself. Are you kidding me?
Why would Darkstorm do something like that?
Are you kidding? EC3, he's only reacting when the ref
looks.
He's in
some pain. Oh, look at him.
He looks fine right now. Look at him getting out of dodge. The ref's not even looking.
Oh, we need to get a medic out here. His groin's in real trouble.
Oh, give me a break.
You go check.
He doesn't have body fat there. He needs body fat there. There's no padding.
Steve, you go check his groin.
I'm going to go check on his groin. I'll be right back.
Sit.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't going to be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life, and I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was going to be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
Wick's Pizza Rewind.
Let go! Let go! Haley J jumping on the back of Shauna.
Well, hang on, Haley J up.
Oh my
Haley
God.
J down and through the table.
That was the Wick's Pizza Rewind. Wick's Pizza on Baxter Avenue and Heights Lane in Louisville.
The following contest is the third match in the Soul Survivor Tournament. Introducing first, representing the faction from Montgomery, Alabama, Adam Revolver.
My hero, coming back after getting 36 stitches.
Hold on just a second before we bring out my opponent. I have something to say. Just to catch you up, it's very obvious that tonight is The Faction versus OVW. I hope you're enjoying it, because guess what? The score is 2-0.
Yeah.
So later tonight, when the Soul Survivor match happens, you're going to find out that it doesn't happen, because we're going to go all the way to the end. The Faction is going to win every single match. But this match right here, this is a turning point. I know a lot of you look like you've never done a sport, and you also look like you wouldn't understand one, so I'll explain it to you. Once I win this match, the Faction is up 3 matches. That means no matter what happens, we have the advantage. But like I said before, we're going to win every single match. That means there will not be a main event. And I want Shannon the Dude, who has his feet kicked up, enjoying the night off, I want to dedicate this to you. So I know OVW likes random surprises, random opponents. Well, come on. I know that in the back, there's someone that is dying to face me. Bring them out. Let's see who you got. I don't care who it is, OVW.
Well, strong words from the Pale Prince of the Faction.
My hero coming out injured. How valiant.
Who will be Powder's opponent? We're about to find out, guys.
Oh, maybe they're too scared.
What?
And his opponent from Nassau in the Bahamas, Omar Amir.
Oh my God! It's the suntan Superman! Omar Amir returning to Davis Arena.
What the hell is this?
It's Omar freaking Amir!
Time.
In record time, Omar Amir puts away the revolver.
Omar Amir.
No, that's not fair. Adam was injured. No.
Welcome back, Omar Amir. Welcome to the main event of the Soul Survivor Tournament. It's good to see him. Been gone over half a year.
Well, the clean sweep is over.
We're going 2-1 in the main event. Who else will join? Who from the Faction? Who from OVW here at Independence Rage?
The Faction.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info@ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town.
The following contest is match number 4 in the Soul Survivor Tournament. Introducing first, representing the Faction, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Immaculate Joe Mack.
The 7-footer from Canada making his way to the ring. The newest member of the Faction. And guys, whoever Joe Mack will face, Joe Mack has to realize right now it's 2-1 in the main event. He has the opportunity to really stretch that advantage for Team Faction.
Brian, if you're going to say it right. He is the newest member, the 7-footer of the Faction. It's the emphasis.
Cash is.
Speaking of emphasis.
And his opponent from south of Wall Street, he is the proprietor of the Chop Shop and the OVW Heavyweight Champion, Cash Flow.
hear the OVW faithful with the chants of chop, chop, chop. You want to talk about the faction? Well, Joe Mack is going to have to face off against the OVW heavyweight champion, Cash Flow.
Well, you don't put the emphasis on him.
Hold on, Joe Mack attacking Cash Flow behind, blindside attack on the champ. And guys, huge opportunity here for Joe Mack. Not only is he in there with the OVW heavyweight champion, he has the opportunity to put Cash Flow away, insert himself in that Soul Survivor Tournament main event, and make the advantage 3-1.
And conspicuous by his absence for the entire evening, Shannon the Dude usually flanking. Hey now.
Not conspicuous. Ed Revolver saying they gave him the night off. They think they had things in hand.
Well, here's the question. Did they give him the night off, or did OVW management somehow, some way, manage to bar Shannon from the building? That'd be dope.
I would hope that they wouldn't do something like that. Something so severe.
Big chop. Now, guys, you got to think last week, Shannon the Dude, he did get involved in the action, kicking a member of the OVW roster. OVW management might have told him to stay home. He got involved in the violence, so probably didn't want him ringside, causing even more havoc.
He just got caught up in the moment. I mean, give the guy a small fine. You don't need to ban him from TV, but enough about that. It doesn't look like Mac needs any Shannon the Dude by his side.
Speaking of guys who got caught up in the moment, Josh, in that tag team match earlier tonight,
Joe Mack solidly in control right now of Cash Flow, and look at that, just driving his knee into the back of Flow, pressing his throat into that rope.
He just steamrolled through that.
So we're just gonna act like nothing happened. Like you didn't just help them cheat. Okay. Joe Mack in control of Cash Flow here, in control of the OVW Heavyweight Champion. Now, guys, again, Joe Mack being watched very closely by the faction right now as his newest member.
Oh my God!
Good.
I have never seen anyone, hang on, cover here, cover! I have never in my life seen anyone throw Cash Flow like that.
So much strength, guys. That had to have been a 5 on the Richter scale. That was something.
The velocity of a man that size hitting the turnbuckle like that. The ring moved.
Rights and lefts into the face of Cash until the referee pulls Joe Mack away.
Joe Mack got that killer instinct, guys, and got so much to prove after being gone from OVW for so long and coming back and immediately being in the main picture.
And you've got to wonder, where was Joe Mack? Where was he sharpening, honing his skills? As he laced Cash with a chop to the chest.
Now,
but
that was a bold move. That was a very bold move.
That was a dumb move. Let's call it what it is. Hang on.
Sometimes stupidity strikes twice, Josh.
Yeah, well, the strike that comes afterwards is going to be much, much worse for Joe Mack.
Confidence.
Cash Flow. Oh, so not bad. Let me show you one from a pro. Good Lord.
Hang on.
Oh, my God.
My God.
Sounds of that.
I spoke of Richter scale earlier.
He has a family.
Oh, spine buster to Cash Flow, Joe Mack.
Joe Mack lifted Cash with ease.
Just so impressive tonight is Joe Mack, guys. And Cash Flow, no pushover, no easy job. Joe Mack bringing it all and then some right now.
Is he bleeding? He should be bleeding after those chops.
Joe Mack trying to intimidate Cash Flow, say you can chop me all you want. I'm not going anywhere.
But no one makes him bleed his own blood.
I don't think he said that. Ooh, shot to the midsection there.
Mack driving that shoulder right into the gut of Cash, trying to just drive all the wind completely out. I'm trying to drive all the way through Cash. And that's the thing, Cash Flow is a solid human being. We call him the Incredible Bulk for a reason.
Joe Mack got diving back into that pool. Didn't work too well for him last time, but I mean, he's a real tough guy. I'll give him that.
The crowd coming alive here for Cash Flow. Folks, this is the second to last Soul Survivor Tournament qualifying matchup. Which of these two men will go on to the main event? Will the faction end up with the 3-1 advantage when the bell rings in this matchup?
We need to worry about whether or not it's going to be a 4-1 advantage. Oh!
Well, look at this. Cash just trying to cave in the ribs and the chest of Joe Mack with forearms and fists.
Joe Mack exploding out of the corner, shutting down Cash Flow at every turn here, guys. Joe Mack has had an answer for everything Cash Flow has done so far.
Joe Mack going for a choke slam?
Is he going to be able to get the big man up?
Again, Joe Mack with the, Cash, hang on, there you go. That's that veteran ring awareness by Cash. Cash those back elbows.
A hell of a reach
Joe
with
Mack
that
away.
elbow.
Oh, Mack kick to that midsection. No.
What is he doing?
Man, you talk about confidence. He's over 300 pounds,
Is he
Joe.
looking for the Mac Attack Powerbomb? No.
Oh my God!
He did it! Jackknife Powerbomb to Cash. Oh my God!
That's it.
That's it! That's it!
He's beat the champ.
Cash kicked out! Cash kicked out!
Oh my. 2.9999 somehow.
Come on, ref.
Cash Flow managing to kick out of the Mac Attack Powerbomb. Where did Cash get that?
The Mac Knife Powerbomb. No one's ever kicked out of it before. Cash Flow is the first, and the breath went out of this arena.
I don't even think Joe Mack can believe it.
You gotta pay attention, Joe Mack. Big pounce. Cash Flow pouncing Mac out of his boots.
Joe Mack almost broke it in half. Cash advances.
Here is your winner, advancing in the Soul Survivor Tournament, Cash Flow!
Say it again, and again, Eric. Advancing to the Soul Survivor Finals, Cash Flow. It is now 2-2.
Well, that's hardly fair.
It's literally even, and Cash Flow is going to the main event.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Not a man for many words, a man for action.
I'm not worried about him, but hey, if he does want to get in this ring with me, I have no problem mopping the floor with Crixus again.
Spectacular.
Jesse Goddard. Jesse Goddard.
The following contest is the fifth and final Soul Survivor first round match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the faction. He is the OVW National Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Goddard.
The leader of the faction and the OVW National Heavyweight Champion.
Didn't you just...
Actually, that brings me to a question I wanted to ask you, Steve.
Yeah.
Who do you think's the leader, Jesse or EC3?
Oh, see, I'm playing both sides. That way, I always come out on top.
That's not always how it works.
Hey, honestly,
Whatever.
that's just the best plan he's had in years. Let him have it.
I'll take it.
Mr. Spectacular, the OVW National Heavyweight Champion, and the man who calls himself the leader of the faction. And guys, Jesse Goddard's combined range over 700 days. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone.
And his opponent from Glasgow, Scotland. He is the Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Champion, the Scottish War Machine, Crixus.
No, this is not fair.
What do you mean?
A man who knows a thing or two about championships. The Country Boy Brewing Kentucky Heavyweight Champion Crixus will challenge Mr. Spectacular in this hour's main event in this final Soul Survivor Tournament qualifying matchup.
This final matchup just so happens to determine who will have the advantage going into the main event this evening. The faction versus OVW.
All tied up 2-2. Cash Flow and the returning Omar Amir representing OVW. EC3 and Shira representing the faction. And guys, this Soul Survivor Tournament matchup is going to be something on its own, but the matchups we've seen leading up to, all these first-time ever one-on-one encounters.
You're absolutely right. The OVW faithful in attendance tonight have been treated to a hell of a show, even though the faction should have had maybe a win or two more.
Oh, look at that. Crixus trying to get into the head of Jesse Goddard. Goddard didn't move.
Goddard has to be laser focused in this matchup, knows the advantage for the main event in this Soul Survivor tournament is on the line. Will the faction go up 3-2, or will Team OVW go in with the advantage?
Very tight collar and elbow lockup here.
Both men jockeying for position now.
Neither man looking to give an inch.
Both men so strong, and look at the difference in cadence here, though. Crixus, huge smile, ready for a fight. Jesse Goddard, so tight, so serious. Both men in their element. And hold on, again, collar and elbow tie-up.
Back to the elemental basics of professional wrestling, showing who has the, I guess, more strength here.
Who has a better base, who has more power, who's more dominant in that situation, and neither man giving an inch.
You're absolutely right. Enough pressure in those collar and elbow tie-up. If we put Cole in there, we get diamonds, guys. These two, just like you said, Josh, neither man wanted to give an inch. So much on the line here.
You want to talk about a great base. I mean, yeah, granted, he's pec heavy, but, I mean, the dude's got a base. Look at those tree trunk legs.
What is it with you in the faction? What is it?
They're great.
Why?
They're perfect.
Why?
They've done nothing but help OVW and all of professional
Let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what's happening right now. Test of strength here, middle of the ring. Goddard and Crixus. Crixus mind games here with the champ.
You can't play mind games with somebody who has no conscience.
Jesse.
Literally poking the bear here.
That's not a smart idea. Oh! Give us a kiss, brother.
The $1 million smile of Jesse Goddard.
Spectaculars might have lost a bicuspid on that one. Crixus out of the corner. Big kick, big explosive kick out of the corner. You gotta capitalize, you gotta go for the pin, Crixus.
That Highland Heat Seeker found its mark. Oh, but look at that, Goddard's rolling to the floor, smartly getting out of the ring, trying to take a moment to get his wits about him.
Crixus' emotions got the best of him there. He had Jesse Goddard right where he wanted him, but didn't go for the pin.
You understand, not only does he want to get the win against Jesse Goddard, but he wants to represent OVW at the main event.
Everyone with so many bones to pick with the
Cover,
faction. Hold on.
cover.
Which I don't understand why. They've been nothing but great to everybody in OVW.
I don't.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, yep. Here we go. Crixus backing down Jesse into the corner. Guys, he got a 2K. You don't think Crixus would have immediately capitalized. This would be over, and Crixus would have a win over the National Heavyweight Champion.
Crixus got too fired up. Oh!
The old Tracy Smothers to the throat, though.
As we mentioned it earlier, Crixus out here with all smiles. Ooh. Jesse Goddard's all business, and now you see Goddard's.
Look at that $1 million smile. His teeth are all great. The pecs are great.
Goddard's all smiles now that he's taking care of business.
Looking good, champ. Real good.
Crixus up to his feet. Goddard's with a boot to the midsection. Ooh, and a 12-6 elbow right to the base of the skull.
Crixus is going to have to fight back out of this, but he's looking a little dazed now. Spectacular laid in a couple real strong shots. Now Crixus trying to get back to his base.
I think you're right. Crixus is dazed, and again, Goddard's back elbow right to the heart, driving Crixus down to the canvas.
In the same way, Crixus feeds off these fans' adulations. Spectacular almost feeds off their ire. And now you're seeing him take Crixus to the mat, grinding on that elbow, do whatever he can.
He doesn't want these
the
potato
tank.
people's adulation. Why would he? What good are they? He's got their money. What else does he need?
Crixus smartly keeping both shoulders off the canvas here. Referee Daniel Spencer in a great position, checking to see if Crixus wants to submit and also checking for a pin. But look at Goddard's the leverage on that top wrist lock.
Huge stakes here in the main event, guys. Again, the winner of this goes on to that Soul Survivor Tournament main event. The winner of this gets the advantage for his team in the main event later on Independence Rage.
Oh, you see Goddard's a brilliant strategist, so easily able to get into the head of somebody like Crixus.
You want to say that to Crixus? You want to go up there and tell him he's easy
I'm busy.
manipulated?
I got something to do that day.
Now look at Goddard's now digging in that spine, that kidney area of Crixus. You got to think, Spectacular saw EC3 doing this earlier. Maybe a message to the maybe co-captain of the faction. Ooh, Crixus clapping the ears there. Ooh, back elbow there. Crixus now coming alive, getting some desperately needed distance here.
What a spine buster out of Crixus. And the Caledonian War Machine, the Scottish War Machine, he's ready, he's up. What's he got planned for Goddard?
Move, Jesse! Move while you can!
Go to the middle turnbuckle, got that spinning, rotating fist.
Right to the face, should be a disqualification. Daniel Spencer, get in there.
Looks like he's set up for what'd you call it, Josh? A Scottish heat seeker.
That Highland heat seeker, no! Goddard gets out of the way.
Ooh, enziguri from Goddard.
A heat seeker of his own there.
Caught him on the rebound. Oh, hold on. Side suplex from Goddard almost folds him in half.
High angle. Crix is coming down hard on the back of his head.
Only a 2 somehow.
You saw these two very measured in the beginning now, guys, both willing to take bigger risk here in the latter half of this matchup. The frustration now starting to show on Jesse Goddard's
Well, hell
face.
yeah, I'd be frustrated too. He's had Crixus put away a dozen times, but for one reason or another.
Crix is still able to stay alive in this main event despite Goddard's best efforts. Again, you win this match, you punch your ticket to the Soul Survivor Tournament main event.
I'll punch your ticket.
You need to calm down. Oh, Crixus got that headbutt on the Goddard. Where the hell, Tony Evans? Where the hell did Tony Evans come from?
The superior one.
What is Tony Evans doing?
Crixus looking for that big kick. I don't think he sees Tony Evans out here. Tony Evans distracting Crixus. What the hell is happening here? Oh, Goddard's though.
Oh,
Goddard's.
no. Oh, come on.
He got him.
Your winner advancing in the Soul Survivor Tournament, Jesse Goddard.
Fair and square.
Are you kidding me? Goddard stole this main event, stole his spot in that Soul Survivor Tournament final. This is ridiculous, Tony Evans.
But this is far from over between Crixus and Tony Evans.
Tony Evans just screwed Crixus. But regardless, Goddard moves on to the main event.
And the story here, the faction will hold the lead 3-2 in our main event Soul Survivor matchup.
Three to 2, Omar and Cash versus Shira, EC3 and Goddard in the Soul Survivor Tournament Finals.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't gonna be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life. And I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was gonna be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
There's an electricity in this building.
We take what we want.
Click.
Oh, click.
Welcome to OVW.
The following contest is a three-way dance, and that is for the OVW Women's Championship. The rules are as follows. First, we start with the challengers in the ring for a 10-minute time limit. If there is a winner, she will go on to face the champion in round 2. If there is no clear winner in the 10-minute period, then the champion will join it to make the official three-way dance. Introducing the challengers in the ring, first representing the Fallen. She is the daughter of 1,000 Maniacs, Shauna Reed. Challenger number 2 from Macon, Georgia, being accompanied to the ring by PJ Jones, Esquire. She is the Fighting Siren, Shalance Royale.
Flanked by the best legal representative that money can buy, Shalance Royale looking once again to become your OVW Women's Champion.
We're talking actual money, not a lawyer that works off Bitcoin like PJ Jones.
Did you say Bitcoin?
It's what he takes. He takes Bitcoin. Shalance Royale, wearing that mask, not wanting to... Scared of the mist, I guess, of Shauna Reed.
Shauna needs to keep her 6 feet.
And honestly, if you look at PJ Jones' suit, you can still see that mist from the contract signing last week.
Does that just mean he only has one suit?
Or too cheap to get it cleaned.
It's neither of those things.
He might actually be holding on to it for evidence, knowing
it's
this
a designer suit. It's
now
Armani.
Look at this, though. Hang on, Shauna Reed. It's like she's ready for that mist.
Oh, somehow Shalance going into the mind games of Shauna Reed. Shalance playing the role of diva, which she's so familiar with. And hold on. Going for a big clothesline. And like we said, that mask that she's wearing now, so the glass is gone, the mask removed.
She needs her sunglasses and mask.
She's indoors.
Shalance wearing those things because of the mist that Shauna has been. Oh, look at her. Shauna playing mind games with Shalance.
Well, that's 2 for flinching.
Mind games are an understatement anytime the Fallen are involved.
Oh, drop toe hold there. Shauna Reed taking out Shalance Royale, the OVW Women's Champion for over 200 days, guys.
Just trying to do anything she can to keep herself away from Shauna Reed. Black-eyed Bruja of the Fallen.
It's like a horror movie. Shauna trying to drag Shalance as she screams helplessly, and now trying to get a little distance is Shalance.
Look at throw that clothesline, though. Shauna catches it. Shalance catches the boot. Both go for each other's throat, but look at this little do-si-do action.
Shauna Reed outsmarting Shalance there. Looking for a twisting fisherman suplex there.
Shalance down. You know, Shauna Reed's able to pin Shalance here. She'll wind up in a singles contest against Haley. There won't be.
Shauna just lording over Shalance Royale. PJ Jones in the corner, unable to do anything about it.
The mind games of Shauna Reed. That evil crawl now biting her. Using those educated teeth from the Fallen is Shauna Reed. And again, it's that psychological advantage that Shauna Reed has over her opponents.
I think she enjoyed the taste of the flesh. You can see her licking her lips. How sadistic is that woman?
And Josh, you made the point earlier. If Shauna Reed can put away Shalance before Haley gets out here, it's a one-on-one contest for the OVW Women's Championship instead of a three-way.
Back to it, biting her again.
Chewing on her eye now.
Not her Tony-winning face. That's her Tony-winning face.
And guys, I know we've discussed those rules just a couple seconds ago, but Shauna Reed clearly has it in mind that if she can get rid of Shalance, she can eliminate her from this matchup and make it one-on-one for the Women's Championship.
However, all Shalance really has to do is survive for this period. Haley J comes out and she has a chance to maybe catch a breather because we've seen that obsession that Shauna Reed has with Haley J.
You're absolutely right, Josh. Shauna Reed will clearly be distracted and give Shalance valuable time to recoup. Maybe give PJ time to, I don't know, strategize with his client. I don't know what PJ Jones brings to the table except for a stained suit.
Everything.
Nothing at all. Oh, but what a chop. Cutting Shalance down to the canvas.
Shalance Royale, look at the desperation of the former women's champion. The fear in her movements.
Well, absolutely. Oh, and what in the hell? What is she doing here?
Shauna Reed, the consummate mind game player, continuing to get that psychological warfare within the squared circle.
You can't play mind games, though, with somebody who refuses to use their minds. See what I did there? That's why Shalonce will always have the advantage. She doesn't need to use her mind. She can use her voice and her strength.
Well, her voice isn't doing too good right now. Shauna Reed trying to get that suplex on Shalonce. Hold on,
What is he doing?
PJ Jones interjecting himself in this matchup.
See, you said he's good for nothing.
He's good for nothing. Just causing a distraction here.
Giving Shalonce some time to recover. And Shauna Reed, look at the anger, the frustration from Shauna Reed.
Don't come over here, I'm telling you right now.
We can't help you.
Yeah, no, please.
Be anywhere near that guy.
Shalonce capitalizing on that distraction
what
now.
A kick to the ribs.
And look at the confidence, the attitude change on Shalonce's face. Gone is that fear and now a confidence, a smirk, a smugness.
She knows that she's in control and now ripping at the face of Shauna Reed.
Was Shauna biting Shalonce?
She was.
I think it was a little bit of both. Shalonce was trying to rake away at the face of Shauna Reed. Shauna saw something near her mouth and she started biting down.
That's kind of what they do.
Whatever.
And
That's what the Fallen do.
And here's the thing, biting a finger is not going to get you a 3 count, but it's going to make your opponent second guess what they do in the future. It's going to get in their heads, and the Fallen are great at capitalizing off that.
Strong forearm right across the chest. And another one from Shalonce.
Shalonce has maintained control after PJ Jones's interference. Hold on, speaking of, Shalonce being backed away from Shauna Reed here.
Shalonce, you need to get your sunglasses and mask back on. You never know when Shauna's going to pop up with that poison mist.
Shauna trying to fight out from that corner after being berated by PJ Jones and getting real cocky when he's not face-to-face with Shauna Reed. Shalonce, just stomping down on the head of Shauna.
Looking to crush the skull of the black-eyed brouhaha of the Fallen.
Brouhaha.
Brouhaha, not brouhaha. That's a party.
Yeah, I can't stand you.
I know a good brouhaha.
And hold on, Shalonce. Oh, he's going to go for that senton, but instead he's decided to do another kick. Really just keeping Shauna Reed at bay right now, guys. She might be killing time waiting for Haley J to get out here.
Taking her time. Yeah, at some point, you got to wonder, is it more advantageous to keep your opponent in the match? Well, no, because then the opponent could potentially win. Never mind. Never mind me.
What a kick from Shalonce Royale. And hold on. Shauna Reed back with a big spine buster.
Trying to drive Shalonce through the center of the canvas.
I think I saw a couple of high notes come out of Shalonce there. And hold on, Shauna go for the pin. Tried to eliminate Shalonce. Got a 2 count. And guys, I'm surprised based on the rules of this matchup, that is the first pin attempt we've seen. Because again, if you can beat your opponent before the champ makes it, it's 1-on-1. But hold on, Shauna. Oh, up and over Shalonce. Oof. Shauna got that foot up, got the distance, and hold on. Shalonce too far away. Shauna laying away like a gargoyle. And oh, big drop kick.
So many different ways that this match could play out. You got to wonder the strategy that these women have going into what very well could be a 3-way dance here in just a moment.
Well, and you see the desperation on the face of
10
PJ
seconds
Jones
until round 1 is over.
Well, guys, and I guess there's the multiple thoughts. Do you want the third person so you get a little distraction? Do you want to be 1-on-1 so you have more of an advantage? It looks like these two don't have much left for a third match.
Now entering the 3-way dance, the OVW Women's Champion, Hollywood Haley J.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info at ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town.
Folks, welcome back. You just missed Hollywood Haley J getting the screech chopped out of her by Shalonce and Shauna, and now they're just hitting anything that moves. These three women have been beating the hell out of each other.
I say, look at that. Little inadvertent teamwork there.
Shauna looking to beat the hell into the other two female competitors in this matchup.
See what you did there, and Steve, you may not be wrong. Shauna would love to influence Haley or Shalonce in this, but I think the influence of the OVW Women's Championship is what's so tantalizing to Shauna.
Oh, but look at that. Shalonce knocked off the apron.
Haley throwing into Shalonce, sending it out to her lawyer, and Shauna and Haley now going one-on-one in the middle of the ring.
Some would call him an ambulance chaser. He looks like he might need to call an ambulance for Shalonce Royale.
Shalonce Royale walking gingerly around the ring, not getting around too quick, and Haley trying to put away Shauna while she has the time. And hold on. Oh my God, again. Shalonce knocked off the apron. And Haley continuing the attack on the inside, got Shauna down to a knee.
And Haley rolls through, Meteora to the back of the head.
That reverse Meteora sends Shauna Reed face first, and Hollywood Haley J, my good friend from the streets, feeling it right now, guys. Oh, baseball slide.
Shalonce cannot win for losing. Back down she goes.
She calls that street cleats. We're good friends. We hang out on the weekend, so I know a bit about her strategy going into this. And she told me she wanted to fight both of these women. She wanted to prove she's the best.
Are you for real right now?
Oh, me and Haley, we're Bujetta was besties. Oh, hold on. Haley now sending Shauna Reed to the outside. OVW Women's Champion standing tall right now. And hold on. Shauna running into Shalonce.
Boot right to the midsection, and Shalonce on the...
What the hell is Haley doing?
Oh, my God! Oh! Oh, my God! Haley J taking down Shalonce, but also face first into that ramp herself.
The thud, you could feel it throughout Davis Arena.
You can feel that throughout Kentuckiana. Haley J showing what the OVW Women's Championship means to her.
My God!
Hold on, you see a little disrespect there to Shauna Reed. I'm surprised there's no blood in that.
What is this idiot doing?
He's getting involved in something he has no right getting involved in. Oh, hold on.
Especially a championship match, and look at this.
Shauna Reed saving Shalonce's life. Oh, sorry, saving PJ's life. And Codebreaker followed up with swinging net breaker. And hold on, Shalonce and Shauna both trying to go for the pin there.
Well, both women thinking they're entitled to attempt for a pin.
Either one of them could have got a 3 count. They became the new champion, but they couldn't quite agree on whose championship it was.
You're pulling her by her hair. And a huge strike there by Shauna Reed.
Shauna now. You guys, they're both just trying to get enough distance to pin Hollywood Haley J, but Haley now starting to roll away, starting to scurry a little bit.
What a pump kick out of Shalonce.
All three of these women just laying it in here.
You can say that pump kick is one of Shalonce's greatest hits. And hold on, oh, Hollywood Haley J now got Shalonce dazed. Pepsi from Abigail.
What the hell's a Pepsi from Abigail?
Gotta ask Ken Ford.
Your winner and still OVW Women's Champion, Hollywood Haley J.
Hollywood Haley J holding on to that OVW Women's Championship. Who will ever be able to wrestle that away from her?
The OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson.
There's no need for this.
It's a damn mugging. The gang is out here laying the boots to Isaiah and Crixus.
The faction once more out here in the ring, laying place to everyone in their way.
That was the OVW Money Move of the Week, sponsored by Gary C. Johnson. We go for the money, all of the money.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word.
Huh.
Like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
And now, the Wix Pizza Rewind.
Let go! Let go!
Haley J jumping on the back of Shauna.
Well, hang on, Haley J up!
Oh my
Haley
God.
J down and through the table!
That was the Wix Pizza Rewind. Wix Pizza on Baxter Avenue and Heights Lane in Louisville.
The following contest is a ladder match for the OVW Rush Division Championship. Introducing contestant number 1 from Cedarburg, Wisconsin, Cal Hero. And his opponent from Mike.
Oh, Luke Curtis, not even waiting for introductions here, getting this ladder match started.
No sense of beating around the bush. Everybody knows who he is. He's the greatest Rush Division champion of all time.
Now here in just a little bit, guys, we're going to see the rest of Luke Curtis's cronies in the faction in the main event for the Soul Survivor Tournament Finals. But right now, Rush Division Championship on the line. And guys, there is no champion right now. Venganza was the champion.
And a great champion he was.
Oh, what a...
Representing Mexico
It
to
was
the
Luke Curtis
fullest.
under a mask.
What?
Come
No way.
on.
Nuh-uh.
Cal
You're
Hero
kidding me.
laid out early in this matchup, guys. And Luke
Could've
Curtis
fooled me.
already going for the championship, already going to become Rush Division champion for a 4th time.
Smart move by Luke Curtis. Try to end this one early. But Cal Hero cutting him off at the pass with that shot to the lower back.
Now, guys, this will not be for the faint of heart. This match will show grit, determination. It will be dangerous. Steel chairs, tables, ladders. Heck, you can bring a kitchen sink, and it's all legal in this matchup, whatever it takes.
Both men willing to do whatever it takes to be the new Rush Division champion.
Oh, and look at this. Cal trying to just pull Luke down from the top of that ladder. Luke holding on for dear life.
And Luke Curtis tossed to the outside now. Cal Hero gets some distance. And Cal immediately going for that Rush Division championship as well.
That's a sense of urgency that we're looking for here. Curtis with a waist lock.
Both of these men.
Oh, he's trying to German Cal off that ladder?
And Josh, I think you hit the nail on the head, that sense of urgency. And hold on, Luke Curtis looking for a power bomb off the ladder here.
Awfully close, dangerously close to those ropes. Oh, Cal with the head scissors, though, takes him down. Both men spill to the floor.
All the way to the outside. This match already getting dangerous.
Powerbomb into a Hurricane Rana to the outside. Both men down now. And guys, the Rush Division Championship on the line. Josh, you said it, sense of urgency. Both men, so much intent in this matchup. Both want to become Rush Division champion
And there
again.
you see it. Go ahead. That's what it's all about, the Rush Division Championship.
Well, now look, Cal preventing Luke from getting back in. This is a shot to the temple, but Curtis now grabbing the ankle of Hero.
And guys, why Cal Hero might not be in the Soul Survivor Tournament final, make no question about it. He is Team OVW. This kid bleeds black and yellow, and he is Team OVW tonight. You got to think he wears that on his shoulders in this matchup against Luke Curtis.
He should get that checked out because you usually bleed red.
Oh, Luke Curtis pulling out yet another ladder.
That is the ladder. That is what that is.
Really?
The ladder.
Another ladder
He's going to
being
take him
used
to the top.
Cal Hero cutting off Luke Curtis at the pass there. And guys, this is a capacity crowd here at Davis Arena, filling the hallowed halls under the beautiful lights of DC Productions. One of those crowd members Cal Hero's father, Wisconsin wrestling legend Dave Hero here, watching his son try to become a two-time Rush Division champion.
He might just be watching his son get sent straight to the hospital, or worse.
Now Cal, shots to the temple. Curtis fires back. And again, oh, a spear right through the ropes. Both men tumble out.
Both men on the outside here, no count now. Referee just checking, make sure both men are okay after that.
Both men tumbling to the outside here.
That's what I just said.
Here we go, Cal Hero back to his feet first. Look at the intensity in Cal Hero's eyes. Look at the intent between these two men. Oh, God.
What a chop, thundering through the arena.
Luke Curtis now ripping that Cal shirt off and hold on, choking him with it, using that shirt to choke him in.
Ladder match, anything goes.
The only rule is to pull the belt from the top of the ladder. Anything else can and will happen.
Now, hold on,
hang on.
Curtis bit.
Well, they're right in front of us here.
Got bad intentions here, trying to suplex young Cal Hero. Oh, God! Did you hear that impact? Cal going neck first into that snap suplex.
Hear the impact. Damn, I felt it in my feet.
That is concrete under a very, very thin pad. Okay, the Athletic Commission requires us to have some sort of thin padding around the ring here in the Davis Arena. Cal's skull basically just bounced off concrete.
And what
is
the hell
Curtis
is Luke
doing?
Curtis doing?
Well, there's no thin padding there.
Luke Curtis pulling out that table. This is certifiably dangerous.
Luke Curtis with bad intentions in mind, looking for a power bomb, maybe.
No. Cal Hero fighting out of it. Luke Curtis can't get him all the way up.
Cal drops his base.
Oof. Runs that spine into the apron. That's the toughest part of the ring, guys. Huge chop there.
Action still right in front of us. Haven't been in the ring in quite some time.
Ooh, using that table. And hold on. What's Cal thinking here? Got Luke Curtis on the table.
What the hell is he gonna do now?
Cal Hero, hold on, no.
Take a step back.
Cal going up to that top rope.
Cal showing what this Rush Division Championship means to him, showing the lengths he's willing to go to.
Cal Hero ready to fly.
Luke Curtis getting out of the way, getting out of dodge.
Genius!
Oh, Cal Hero diving off the apron, taking out Luke Curtis.
Right in the nick of time.
That's not the dive Cal Hero wanted, but he still got all of it. Now look at Cal Hero getting to the inside, going to the ladder, heading towards that Rush Division Championship.
Back to the task at hand. The Rush Division title hangs high.
Cal, so close, climbing it, got his hands on it.
Fingertips.
Luke Curtis cutting him off, stopping and pulling him down face first.
Young Cal Hero collapsing after being yanked off of that ladder.
No fun way to fall from that high up.
Not
right
at
on
all.
his face.
Cal's body rotating awkwardly there, and now Day is Cal Hero, his bell properly rung, and Luke Curtis now trying to arrange the furniture.
Shot right across the shoulder blades.
Luke now just picking away at Cal Hero, little shots here and there to keep Cal Hero grounded, to keep the pain searing through his body.
Softening up his opponent for what is bound to be a big move. What does he have in mind?
Oh, big Irish whip in the corner, followed up with a clothesline.
Cal hit hard right into that ladder.
Solid steel.
Kidneys, spine, everything. Is Cal going to be able to continue this matchup?
Don't go anywhere, folks.
I was driving home from practice, about to be a free agent, hopefully signing another multi-year deal in the NBA. And I remember seeing this car coming right towards me and a huge loud noise. I knew with my injuries that I wasn't going to be able to play. Instead, I'm in the hospital looking at all these permanent injuries that I suffered. Having my career cut short by a drunk driver was the worst part of my life, and I never thought I'd retire at 31 years old. I knew if there was, one firm to get me justice and to get me compensated for that, it was going to be Morgan & Morgan. It's crazy because basketball was always there for me. When something like this happened, they weren't, and Morgan & Morgan was. Morgan & Morgan has definitely really helped me in the toughest, darkest moments of my life. Those guys were there for me, and I'll never forget that. And Morgan & Morgan are unbelievable at what they do. They're sharp, they're smart, they're professional. They'll do what's right for you. I'm Chandler Parsons, and I chose Morgan & Morgan.
Everyone, welcome back to this ladder match for that OVW Rush Division Championship. You see hanging above the ring, Luke Curtis and Cal Hero going hell for leather throughout the break.
I saw Luke Curtis take one of the nastiest spills into the ladder, over the ropes, down to the floor with the ladder landing on him during break.
And to show just how valiant the man is, somehow still
back to his feet and trying to,
Luke Curtis hung up with his leg there on the ladder, and Cal Hero
I don't know if it was so much the leg or the groin slammed into the ladder there.
Third leg. Cal Hero now trying to climb, trying to ascend and get to that OVW Rush Division Championship.
Luke holding on for dear life.
The ladder tipping over as Cal trying to climb it.
And guys, the only way these two men are still standing has to be the adrenaline coursing through their veins. They can't feel the pain that's happening right now. Their body's wearing down, but there's no way. Look at Luke Curtis just hanging lifeless over that ladder.
Curtis collapsing down to the canvas, but look at that. Pulls Cal in. Desperation move out of Certified.
Might have been playing a little bit of possum there.
These two men have given everything in this matchup. What's Luke Curtis doing here? Oh, using the ladder as a weapon across the back and the shoulders of Cal.
Just a battering ram, and now.
Didn't quite get all that one, but you're seeing that wear and tear.
Oh, he's getting it now and then some.
Oh, and look at this now, just grinding the ladder right into the throat, right into the jaw of Cal Hero.
And that is a steel ladder, folks, going into the throat and the chin, the jaw, and it hurts like hell to the bone.
The OVW faithful booing their future Rush Division champion. Absolute sacrilege here.
Luke Curtis, once again, lining up Cal for a shot right to the midsection.
Using that ladder as a battering ram. These two men have done everything and anything in this matchup to try to get the advantage long enough to ascend the ladder. Neither one has been able to do so just yet.
Looks like Luke Curtis has a clear vantage point to the top. Will he make it?
Luke Curtis, fingertips away from the championship, but Cal catches that ankle, stops his forward momentum, his upward momentum rather.
You're right, Luke Curtis was hoping he was, kicking off Cal. Luke Curtis now just needs to go one more rung.
This is exactly what the faction needs going into the main event.
That Soul Survivor Tournament main event, 3-on-2 with the faction lead. Is just around the corner, but right now the Rush Division Championship on the line, and Cal Hero with those southpaws.
Cal with those jabs. Lining up, Certified Luke Curtis. Back and forth. And how about a little bit of flip-flop and fly, daddy?
Well, it caught Luke Curtis almost quite literally with from the back end, and now Curtis dropped to the mat.
Caught him right in the back of the head, and Cal now calling for that FPK.
Cal Hero looking for that fanny pack knee, but Luke Curtis raking the eyes, taking out the vision of Cal Hero.
Anything goes. Oh! Spear right through the ladder.
It hurts more when they don't give, when they don't break. That steel just being driven into the lungs, the back, the kidneys of Cal Hero.
Luke Curtis trying to drive himself, not just through Cal, but through that ladder behind him. All of the impact right into the midsection of young Cal Hero.
Cal Hero instinctively, you see climbing towards that ladder for every reason still on his mind. Climb that ladder. And Luke Curtis crawling over there. And listen to this crowd. This crowd chanting, "He's our hero," but guys, both these men put on heroic displays, putting everything on the line, life and limb and heart.
It's so flattering for them to be talking about Luke Curtis like that. He's my hero too.
Luke Curtis is only a hero in his own mind, and you have to wonder, Luke fighting not only because he wants that Rush Division Championship back, but think of the amount of pressure that is on him right now within the faction.
Thank you.
I hate you so much. But the amount of pressure, what would it do to the psyche of Luke Curtis and his standing with Godders and the rest of those geeks if he's not able to pull that championship down tonight?
The race to the top, both men nearly there.
Both men in precarious situations, top of the ladder, battling in and out. Both men just a couple feet away from that OVW Rush Division Championship.
Series of short headbutts there, machine gun-like, but Cal answers with one of his own.
We've been talking about advantage a lot tonight, guys. Right now, Luke Curtis above a rung above Cal, but hold on now. Still, Luke Curtis staying one rung past Cal, getting closer to that championship.
Oh, Curtis now straddling two ladders.
Luke Curtis maybe trying to get a different vantage point. Trying to get a little more balance. Whatever he's doing, he's got to do it quick because this is a precarious situation for both men.
Luke trying to keep Cal from getting his hands on the championship. Curtis now climbing up and grabbing a hold of Cal's hair.
Handful of hair in his legal headlock. Cal still reaching for that Rush Division Championship.
Oh, these ladders teetering here.
Hold on, Cal, what's Cal doing?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Cal trying to kick that ladder of Luke Curtis. Curtis trying to hold on for dear life.
Certified Luke Curtis up. Cal trying to kick him away.
No. Luke Curtis down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Luke Curtis just flying down through that table.
What the hell?
Luke Curtis.
Curtis through the table, but Hero still on the ladder.
Curtis from the top of the ladder through the table.
Climb, Cal, reach up and pull it down.
Cal Hero, top of the ladder. Go on, kid. Grab that championship.
Curtis down and out. Hero's got it. Hero's got it.
Hero's got the championship.
Your winner and new OVW Rush Division champion, Cal Hero.
What a hard-fought battle between Cal Hero and Luke Curtis. The guys scratch a W for Team OVW. Call him good, call him bad. Tonight, he's your champion.
That is the wildest ladder match I've ever seen in here.
When pain or an injury is keeping you from the game of life, we want to help you get back to your golf game, your yoga game, to the backyard games, the home games, back to the fun and games. Pro Rehab Physical Therapy, official physical therapy provider of Bellarmine Athletics and the trusted choice for keeping you in the game.
Want to raise money for your school, club, or organization? You can bring the action-packed excitement of OVW to your town. Email info@ovwrestling.com today to find out more. High school athletic departments, police and fire departments, sports teams, civic groups, or any group wanting to raise money can bring the superstars of OVW to town for a night of hard-hitting, high-flying, action-packed excitement.
Welcome to OVW.
Bring the superstars of tomorrow to your town. And now, the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week.
Once again, the faction ruining yet another great main event on OVW TV.
Finally, here we go. The locker room emptying out, coming out to save.
They're saying throwing shots at anything that moves. Crix says a kendo stick.
There's just fights happening all over the place here, guys.
That was the OVW Gorilla Bob's Grub Shack Attack of the Week. It's love in your mouth.
Mr. Spectacular.
Jesse Goddard. Jesse Goddard.
Jesse Goddard.
The following contest is your Sole Survivor Elimination Challenge. Introducing first, he is the OVW National Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Goddard.
And to think, after everything that we've witnessed up to this point, we still have more to go.
Independence Rage, one of the most explosive nights of the entire year. Pun heavily intended, but also honestly, guys, can you think of a more explosive evening we've had in the last few months than we have tonight? I mean, Luke Curtis just went from the top of the ladder through that table. I don't want to get started on what happened with Josh and the Outrunners.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I have no idea.
We're going to talk about this after
We're not
the
talking
show.
about anything. I'm sitting here watching. I'm calling the match. What are you doing? Doing my job.
The faction going in this main event with a 3-2 advantage, guys.
His first partner, he is the NWA National Heavyweight Champion, the attraction of the faction, EC3.
The leaders of the faction, EC3 and Jesse Goddard. No more a formidable duo in all of professional wrestling.
No, wait a second. Earlier you said Jesse was the leader of the faction.
Thank you.
You said that EC3 is the leader of the faction. So now you're saying they're the leaders, plural. Can you make your mind up?
Their partner
Is he a leader too,
from
Steve?
India, the Indian Lion, Mahabali
I'm not.
Shira.
You know, if Shira wants to be a leader, then who
Together
am I?
they are the faction.
The faction guy, get it right.
I'm not going to tell Shira he's not.
Now, clear that tins there of difference of opinion between EC3 and Mr. Spectacular. Both think they're the leader of the faction. Both think they are the real national heavyweight champion. But right now, they are really on the same
And why
team.
can't both of them be right? Is that,
Because the Lone Rangers can't be multiple.
Cash is king.
And their opponents, the team of Omar Amir and the OVW Heavyweight Champion, Cash Flow.
Now, even my degenerated brain tells you that you can pluralize Lone Ranger, but that's beside the point. The point I'm trying to make is going into this matchup, what an interesting pairing of Cash Flow and Omar Amir. And we know that Cash Flow has that history with EC3 saying, I'm never going to get chopped.
and
You're
by
never
God,
going
he
to chop
won't
me.
be. Guarantee it. Put your money on it. There will be never, ever, ever in history will EC3 get chopped by Cash Flow.
All right, let's bet your house on it.
Which one?
Either.
And here we go, guys. Main event time, the end of the Soul Survivor tournament. Cash Flow and Omar Amir, a man who's vowed to chop EC3 even though EC3 says it'll never happen, versus EC3, Mr. Spectacular and Shira. An elimination style matchup here.
But let's also think about this. Cash Flow and the returning Omar Amir on the same team. These two men went to war over the OVW Heavyweight Championship just a couple of short years ago, leading to us introducing Chain Carnage for their championship contest.
You're absolutely right. These two in the inaugural Chain Carnage matchup, these two bonded in the trenches, as they say.
Bonded in blood.
For an entire summer, 2 summers, back to back, Cash Flow and Omar Amir just beating each other from pillar to post all over the continental United States.
But to that end,
I was there.
But to that end, no two men are going to know each other more than these two men know each other, and they're going to need every advantage they can get against these 3 members of the faction.
Well, speaking of advantage, the faction coming into this main event with a 3-2 advantage. And guys, you got to look at 2 of the men in this matchup very closely. Shira and Cash Flow. Just last week, 2 weeks ago, Cash Flow defeated Shira for that OVW Heavyweight Championship. He dethroned the Lion.
As crazy as this night's been, we just saw the ladder match. We have this main event, but now, we had the return of Omar Amir. Absolutely unbelievable night here at Independence
The
Range.
man from the Bahamas, Omar Amir, full of 151 rum, pineapple juice, and Malibu. Everybody knows that the islands are the place to be. Omar Amir knows that OVW is his home and where he wants to be back. And back in the main event, he is.
Man, that sounded delicious.
Omar Amir looking as fantastic as the day he left. Been gone almost half a year now and has not missed a step. Made quick work of Revolver now in this main event, squaring off with EC3 for the first time.
Yeah, you want to talk about somebody who looks great inside of a professional wrestling ring. EC3, your NWA North American champion. No better a looking specimen on planet Earth.
What about Jesse Goddard?
1A, 1B.
EC3 now in control of Omar Amir, fresh off his break from the Bahamas. Oh, big crossbody.
Crossbody wiping out EC3 and Omar Amir again. Big headlock, but shoved off, and he's in enemy territory, y'all.
Omar in a place he does not want to be, in the deep waters.
This ring being cut in half now, and Omar Amir taking shots from each man from the faction.
That old smother special right to the throat has spelled danger for Omar Amir.
Cashflow distracting the referee, causing more harm than good, allowing the faction to do that triple threat attack on Omar Amir.
And now the Indian Lion in control here over Captain Caribbean.
Shera and Omar Amir.
What a crossface. Did you hear that thud? That was bone on skull, Brian.
They heard that states away, Josh. Shera just so powerful. Not only that, so aggressive and vicious. So all that strength being aimed in such, nefarious ways. And right now, Omar Amir in a terrible position. Oh, God!
And look at that. EC3 just goading Cash Flow. And now referee Daniel Spencer trying to get in Cash's face, back him up a little bit there.
EC3 insinuating anything you could do, I could do better. A hell of a chop there to the returning Omar Amir.
The distraction allowing the double team there. And again, the faction continues to cut this ring in half and isolate Omar Amir. And guys, if they can keep picking away at Omar and eliminate him, it will be a 3-on-1 advantage against Cash Flow.
Elimination style rules, you're right, Brian. It could be 3-on-1. In fact, I'll go so far as to say it will be 3-on-1 because Omar Amir, his goose is cooked.
And now, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, you would want to get rid of Omar first, the man who had the shortest match, the freshest, arguably, out of all 5 of these men.
Yeah, take Omar out. Cash went through that grueling matchup earlier to get here tonight. Oh, what a clothesline. And yeah, I would want to eliminate Omar here as well. It's a smart strategy. Then you have the 3-on-1 advantage against Flow.
I mean, an absolute feat of strength we saw in the first hour earlier tonight. Cash Flow being powerbombed. Big Mac knife powerbombed by Big Joe Mac. A sight to behold.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. But Omar Amir jacks the jaw of EC3, and he's got to reach, he's got to make that tag.
But again, cut off before he can get to his partner. Look at Jesse Goddard with that wrist lock now, trying to capacitate.
And now the rock-hard jaw of Jesse Goddard's getting rocked as well.
Shera now cutting off Omar before he can get to his partner, guys. The faction desperate to keep Omar as the legal man.
The Indian Lion on the attack. These two men have had quite a history, too. And a jawbreaker to Mahabali Shera.
I was going to say the power of Mahabali Shera pulling Omar Amir directly up off the canvas to that chin lock. But look at this. He makes the tag to Cash.
Cashflow tagged in legal man for the first time in this matchup, going face to the face of the man he just took the OVW Heavyweight Championship from.
Shera goes down.
Just plants him there. And now Goddard's in the ring.
Oh my God! He just chopped Spectacular. Spectacular Pecs have been attacked.
But look at that, EC3 running from Cash Flow.
I mean, thank God he's got those pecs insured by Lloyd's of London, $1 million each.
And look at Goddard's reeling in pain.
Like a fish out of water.
Looks like he's being possessed.
I've been chopped by Flow. That's accurate.
Oh, hold on. Oh my God. Omar taking out EC3 and Goddard's out of nowhere.
Like a bullet.
Shera alone in there with Cash Flow. Hold on. Got Cash up for a big, the power of Shera is just, you can't explain it.
Well, Shera's setting up. We've seen this before. He's almost telegraphing that sky high. Cash manages with the go behind. What a chop to the pecs of Shera.
Devastating chops from Cash Flow, baking Shera down.
Anyone's hurt so much worse.
Lighting up the Indian Lion and now looking to put him up on the top. What the hell? What the hell is he going to do now?
Cash Flow trying to overpower Shera. Hold on, what's Cash thinking here? We know Cash is a bit of a high flyer sometimes, but he's thinking something dangerous.
But Omar Amir blasting Shera in the back of the head. Hang on. That's a whole lot of humanity on this buckle right here in front of us, guys.
Hold on, Omar and Cash Flow superplexes Shera.
Almost caving in the ring.
How the hell did the ring not collapse?
Omar and Cash Flow just dropped Shera with the superplex and big diving clothesline from Omar.
But look at this, Omar and Cash working like a well-oiled machine.
Payload out of nowhere, Cash Flow. They eliminated Shera. Shera's been eliminated.
Mahabali Shera has been eliminated.
America, home of the free. Free is our favorite word. like free refills. We get it. That's why at Morgan & Morgan, our fee is free. That means you don't pay anything unless we win your case. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
It's free!
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Back to this main event, Soul Survivor Tournament. Shera has been eliminated, guys. Cashflow and Omar versus Jesse Goddard and EC3. And guys, is there a more fitting man to be in this main event with EC3 than Goddard than Cashflow? Man, the EC3 is Val will never chop him. Goo.
Well, Russian leg sweep takes down Cash. Cash kicks out at 2, and you're right. You know, Cashflow, he's on the warpath. EC3 has done everything he can to just talk trash about Cash, talk trash about his family, everything about the man in general. And look at this, EC3 chopping Cash, now they're making a mockery.
Taking turns lighting up the big man here, EC3 and Jesse Goddard. The level of experience in these two national champions, these legends of professional wrestling.
All right, well, now that we're getting your lips off their backside, EC3 has done everything but make an oath in blood that he will not be chopped. And right now, picking away at Cashflow, trying to get him eliminated in this matchup.
I could only be so lucky.
Well, Cash now reaching, trying to make the tag to Omar Amir.
Oh, hold on.
Cash shifts his weight.
Taking down EC3, but Cashflow looking worse for wear. Got to get to Omar. And guys, Omar just returning after over half a year away.
Lucha Cash, what the hell was that?
Big double clothesline. Cashflow coming alive, desperation maneuver.
And he's reaching out, he's got to make that tag to Omar. And there it is, Cash tagging in Omar Amir.
Omar Amir returned to this match much like he returned to Davis Arena here tonight. Multi-time OVW heavyweight champion. Just before he was left for a little while, OVW tag team champion. Omar has done it all and knows Jesse Goddard so well.
As Jesse Goddard's reeling right now, Goddard needs to make a tag into EC3.
And guys, Goddard and Omar know each other so well, have went through absolute battles before. Exploder suplex.
Just flinging Goddard with ease.
And Omar not realizing the error of his ways there. EC3 with a blind tag.
Omar Amir didn't see the tag, though, continuing the work on Jesse Goddard, who's on spaghetti legs.
Flying clothesline off the top, and in comes the legal man, EC3.
Jesse didn't.
Headlock driver.
Omar didn't see a thing. EC3 drops him. Oh, Omar eliminated.
Wow.
Omar Amir has been eliminated.
Yo. I did not expect that. Out of nowhere, the headlock driver from EC3, and now this is a 2-on-1 situation.
The faction taking the advantage, Steve.
The 6 months off finally caught up with him. Omar Amir not ready yet. And now Cashflow all alone on an island.
Not only that, the OVW heavyweight champion in there alone against the OVW national heavyweight champion and the NWA heavyweight champion. Cashflow in there against two of the most dangerous men in the entire sport. Oh!
Again, a chop to the chest, and that's just making Cash mad.
EC3 stated before this match even started, I will not be chopped. So far, proving that to be true.
EC3 played all the mind games. Here's the thing with playing mind games. When you're playing games, it's dicey. And Cashflow eventually, mark my words, will make EC3 eat all of his words, all of his taunts.
Oh, EC3 went for that elbow drop. Cash, last second, rolling out of the way.
EC3.
And hang on, listen to the crowd here in the Davis Arena.
Nobody home.
Oh, spine buster there from Cashflow.
Now Jesse Goddard's looking to get back in.
Oh, pounce spectacular.
All the way out of the damn ring.
There's a spectacular pounce. Now EC3 alone in there with the fired up cash flow with oceans of momentum behind him. And this OVW crowd.
EC3, Jesse Goddard, as leaders of the faction, getting up together.
Well, Goddard sees it coming, boy.
Oh my God, he did it! Cash chopped EC3.
Whoa! Goddard's pulled him in the way.
Goddard sacrificed EC3. Goddard sacrificed his partner. And Cash Flow again with the chop on EC3. The chop EC3 vowed would never happen. Now in triplicate.
Well, Cash has got him. Wall Street crash.
EC3 has been eliminated.
It's 1-on-1. The Soul Survivor tournament is down to Cashflow and Goddard. Goddard's laying in wait for Cashflow.
Jesse looking to pounce. Goddard taking advantage.
Goddard gnawing at his teeth, grinding his jaw. Big spear, it almost spins Cash out of his boots.
Goddard's, oh, come on. Goddard wins.
Here is your winner and Soul Survivor, Mr. Spectacular, Jesse Goddard.
The faction winning the Soul Survivor tournament, guys. You gotta think they have burning, lingering questions. Have we seen cracks in the armor of the faction?